Hi, my name is Jeremy Roa, and today I will be analyzing a short little story called Rikki-Tikki-Tavi by Rudyard Kipling and the Jungle Book. Rikki-Tikki-Tavi is a little short story of the Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, and it narrates the quick tale of an Indian mongoose that protects a British family living in India from attacking a vermin of snakes and cobras that live in their garden. The presentation of this story, of the basic situation of the story, talks about an Indian mongoose that is planning to exterminate killing snakes vermin to protect a British family that saves that Indian mongoose called Ricky, and they are living in India. The characters of the story feature Rikki-Tikki or Rikki-Tikki-Tavi, who is an Indian mongoose and is basically the protector of the family against the snakes. Neg, that happens to be the antagonist or one of the antagonists of the story, and he is a male black cobra, and his main purpose is to possess and dominate the territory that the British live in. Nagaina is the second antagonist of the story, and she is a female black cobra and is Neg's wife, obviously. Its main purpose is just to spread the snake's vermin or the cobra's vermin all around the British territory live. They do this in vengeance, by the way. We also have Teddy, that is a British kid and basically the owner of Rikki-Tikki. Teddy's dad, or Teddy's father, he is an investigator and initially rescues Rikki-Tikki from a flood. We also have Teddy's mother, who is very protective to Teddy. We have Darcy, a tailor bird that mourns because of the death of his son, who was killed by Neg's tusk. And we also have Darcy's wife, who later in the story, she is also a tailor bird, of course, and later in the story, she will serve as a decoy to kill Nagaina. In the second characters field, we have the crutch snake, and this is basically the first snake that Rikki-Tikki kills, and Chuchundra also, that is a muskrat that also lives in the garden and lives in the house of the British, and he is very timorous and cold. In the conflict of this story, we basically have the cobras are fully angered at Teddy's family for allegedly invading their space and taking their territory or their garden. Due to that, their first thirst of vengeance and entitlement threaten the lives of the family, of the British family, and other animals in the garden. The biggest difficulty that Rikki-Tikki has to face will be killing these two cobras, just being poor mongoose, and these two cobras are just attacking every other animal in the garden. The beginning of the rising action for me is Neg's death, because it marks like the rising things and the other actions that happen in the story, since the battle against Nagaina will give Ricky the harder challenge in the story. And that's why the battle against Nagaina for me will be the climax. Ricky was planning to attack Nagaina using Darcy's wife as a decoy to the female cobra, while he's scratching the eggs of the snake, trying to exterminate the vermin. Nagaina flips the story around as she goes over the family, especially over Teddy, who's having lunch with her parents. And his father encourages him just to maintain calm, but Nagaina strikes a couple of times, fortunately failing. until Rikki comes back to help with one of the eggs, one of the eggs and its claws. The female cobra happens to snatch the egg and then runs into or slips into the den, but Rikki-Tikki goes over the den and he enters to the den to kill Nagaina. After a long moment of fighting, they both fighting in the den, Rikki ends victorious. And it brings us to the resolution of the story, where Rikki-Tikki-Tavi goes out of the den, completely hero style, and promises the garden that they will never face snakes again. And he lives with the family happy ever after. Well, I hope that you enjoyed a lot this analyze, the analyze of the story of this Rikki-Tikki-Tavi quick tale. And thank you very much. Bye.